The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, "The things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time." Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Williamson.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Cook in at the guard position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center position. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Green, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
The pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Passes it to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. James looking it over. Pass to Davis. Over Favors. Here's Kuzma, the second effort. And it's Davis with the jam.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Holiday, following the bucket by the Lakers. With some arc, got a hand on it. Outside, Green, Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Williamson. Unable to get that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Cook dishes to Davis. Over in the corner, Green. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to James. Shoots over Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Outside Holiday. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Ingram against LeBron. And there's the feed to Davis. Basket counts. Davis has got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Ingram. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Favors inside. He's guarded by Davis. Favors can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pelicans trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Holiday. Sweet little floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run. Cook looking it over. James left side. There's the triple. Here's Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Over Williamson. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Lakers, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
The pass to Holiday. Now Williamson. Ingram outside. 3-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
3-point range from his days at Duke. Ingram shoots with range.
And here is James. 20 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Now Green following the 3-point attempt by Anthony Davis.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 8-point game. Passes it to Favors. Kicks it to Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Ball with a wide open look. Leaps for it, but they recover it. And it's Williamson missing. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside, Davis. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim. New Orleans is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kept alive. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, I mean, what everyone loves about Williamson, already an international star. And I love it because he remains humble and grateful for what he has.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And he sinks the second. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Clock at 6, and Holiday kicks to Ingram. From deep. Kuzma pulls it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Davis, here we go. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And so here is New Orleans following the bucket by the Lakers. Williamson with it. He's against Kuzma. Now Williamson. 35 points for him last game against the Clippers. Knocks it loose. Davis against Ingram. Good. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. Here's Hart. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution
so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Pelicans trail by 15. And Redick kicks to Hart. Teardrop shot. Rebound the Lakers.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
For three, Caldwell Pope. And that one is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Okafor, the pass to Moore. Rob. Fast break, the Lakers. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 7 games back.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Moore with the bucket.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Now here's James, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 16. Here's Hart. James covering.
Screen coming.
Redick against Rondo. Here's Okafor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
LeBron outside. He kicks it to Rondo. Right wing. From down low. McGee's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 14. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Outside, Redick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hart. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Floats it up for James. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. LeBron James second.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's true, but can they also fill it up from outside? This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor.
Stolen by McGee. Outside Rondo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Hart. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
The Lakers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in.
What's up?
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Rondo hits both free throws. Pelicans trail by 13. Redick surveying the D. Here's Hart, guarded by Bradley. Hart kicks to Redick. It's stolen by Rondo. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bradley can't get it to go.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Redick with the bucket.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Rondo dishes to McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Howard is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot.
And Caldwell-Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Hart. Floats one up. The shot by Redick, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Hart kicks to Okafor. The dish to Redick. They get a hand on it. Rondo with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Redick following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Hart. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. No good there. Bradley with some nice D. Lakers leading by 18. Dishes it to Rondo. Back to Bradley. From 18 feet away. It's rebounded by Hayes.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Redick for 3. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Rondo. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Kuzma against Ingram. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs. Green passes to Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Lakers leading by 16. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Pass to Kuzma. Over Ingram. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Bradley. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pelicans trail by 18. Ball, the pass to Favors. Kicks to Ingram. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it ends.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Bradley against Ball. Back to Bradley. Over Williamson. Bradley can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Shoots from 14, and Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Now here is Holiday. 5 to shoot. Ball no good.
And they've only got on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Bradley finds Kuzma.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Holiday, no one around him. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Pelicans trail by 18. Ingram with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Outside Holiday. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Bradley. Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Ingram outside. Just 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles leading by 17. The drive by Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And the first one drops. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
Pelicans trail by 19. Outside Holiday. The pass to Williamson. Over Green, and it's Williamson missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. But they ran out of gas.
Now LeBron following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And they double up Davis. He feeds it to Cook. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got his fourth rebound in this one. A good look from Holiday. They get it back. Favors passes to Ingram. Outside Holiday. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pelicans trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
LeBron against Ingram. Pass to Williamson over James. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Ingram. 7 points for Zion Williamson. Los Angeles leading by 19 points.
Come get it, come get it.
Kuzma outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's one of the top guys when it comes to those catch-and-shoot jumpers. Kuzma, he loves getting those shots off in a split second.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
The putback. Here's Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Tries yet again. Misses off the left iron.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And they double up James. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Pelicans trail by 21. Ingram outside. Up top, Favors. Ingram against LeBron. Favors in the post. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
And they double up LeBron.
That's when a double team hurts a defense. I mean, when they're guarding a player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Outside Holiday. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Pass to Kuzma. There's the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Favors got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. Pelicans trail by 19.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Cook, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Right side Davis. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Ball. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
And that one, good. 6 points for Lonzo Ball.
Effective on both offense and defense. Ball's energy, I mean, that's what helps him take over possessions all by himself.
On the wing, James. Let's go. Second chance shot. Here's Davis. And another shot. In deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 5.
And see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Okafor dishes to Holiday. That one, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one drops.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And the ability of Caldwell Pope to get in the shooter's head. Love having a guy like him who puts a lot of energy into the defense.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, what have you liked so far from your team, and what have you not liked?
Well, I like the pace of the game. Defensively, I don't like anything that we're doing as far as dribble penetration. Too many things are happening in the lane. We got to protect the basket a little better.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point, so that's the group out there for New Orleans. A shot by LeBron, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into...
Oh, what a beautiful play!
With intensity, did you see that? Great.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class,
He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And that one misses. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Holiday. There's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Williamson.
Tough to stop. Rolling off the pick. Zion with great hands and agility.
LeBron James on the wing. Inside, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Looking to get it going, and Davis sends it back. Kuzma, right side, and Davis throws it down.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
And here is Ball. 6 points for him. Poked away. And Favors kicks to Ingram. Outside Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Over Green. Pelicans keep it alive. And good that time. Favors got his second bucket tonight.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
LeBron outside. Here's Davis. Kuzma. And Kuzma stays with it. Kuzma's got 11 points.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now the wide open NBA style has unleashed his game.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. Number 1, Drew Holiday.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
No, he's the kind of elite defender that opponents dread guarding. I mean, just the prospect of going up against him, they hate it.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 7, and the pass to Redick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The fadeaway. And it's Williamson missing. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
Here is Favors, following the basket by LeBron James. Passes it to Ingram. 18 feet out, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Ingram against James. Kuzma outside. Shoots over Ingram, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Redick passes to Holiday. Over Green. He can't get it to go. Davis with some nice D. And finished off by LeBron.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Holiday against Green. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the inside. The second chance effort. Pass to Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Kyle Kuzma.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Holiday against Green. And Davis sends it back.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Redick following the basket by Anthony Davis. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And so here is New Orleans following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Hart subbed in for Drew Holiday. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook. And the second free throw, good. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better in different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Here's Redick following the basket by Anthony Davis. To the paint. Here's Okafor. Will it go? It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers. Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Hart kicks to Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okafor's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Now Rondo. Outside, Davis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Davis has got 30.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Pelicans shooting a meager 37% for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hart, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one, good. And it's 6 points for Avery Bradley.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Now here's Moore. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Redick drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 5 now.
Well, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
Rondo passes to Davis. Here's Kuzma. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now here's Redick. He has 5. Pass to Okafor. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Down low, Okafor with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Moore. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Hart, guarded by Bradley. Hart, no good.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And he banks in the layup. 8 points for Avery Bradley.
Brave in the paint, Bradley gets it done.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now here's Hayes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Redick passes to Hayes. 5 on the clock. Here's Hart. But they get it back. Okafor kicks to Hart. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Cold quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can get him a spark.
Howard finds Bradley. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Redick. 5 points in the game. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Bradley. Moore outside. Clock at 6. The 15-footer. That misses off the backboard.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Rondo passes to Howard. Hayes with the steal. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Okafor gets the bucket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Lakers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Rondo against Ball from outside the arc. Kuzma can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Got a piece of it. Rondo with the steal. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Pelicans shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Hart. Shot clock at 5. The shot. Rebounded by Dudley. Now here is McGee. Outside Rondo. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
So it's the Lakers now. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Caldwell Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. That one a little long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer
would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Now here is McGee. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Pelicans shooting just 34% from the floor. There's the pass to Miller. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Daniels. Passes to Melly. Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Dudley. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And it's Melly missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Rondo passes to McGee. And again, the Lakers, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Miller with a wide open look. The shot off that time, so the Lakers will take it the other way. To the middle, here's Rondo, and it's blocked. To the inside, Hart, and he converts the layup.
Oh, man, a solid score. You give Hart shots like these, he's ready to capitalize.
The Lakers shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Pass to Daniels. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside Rondo with the shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rondo's got 4 this quarter. Here's Hart. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Rondo. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 10 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here's Hart. Feeds to Hayes. Makes it off the glass.
They are just killing them
on the interior.
Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Dudley. Defense is right there. Shoots from 8, and again it's the Lakers.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Here's Alexander Walker after the basket by the Lakers. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. In the corner, Daniels. A three-pointer, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's Miller with the 3. Good on the triple.
And you can make a coach panic when you take a 3 on the break, but as a good shooter with nobody on him, he's got to take that shot.
Now here's Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Rondo. Pass to Daniels. Over Miller. Daniels, no good. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Hart. Now the pass to Miller. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Moore's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. The finish, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Passes it to McGee. Back to Rondo. To the paint. Here's Dudley. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happens.
Moore with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the floater.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Here's Caruso. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg with one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane, that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
That's good from Moore. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Shooting 2.
That's good from McGee. No good on the second free throw.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
And here's Rondo. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. Davis has checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Moore penetrating. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Here's Melli. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Moore with the steal. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. Here's Hayes. The Lakers with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Miller. Moore in the corner. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Davis kicks to Dudley. That's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. And so Miller will bring it up for New Orleans.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Well, his defense gave them the spark they needed, protecting the rim with purpose. They were afraid to bring the ball inside against the big fella.
Here is Rondo, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Dudley, cans the shot from the wing.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Now here's Moore. And Miller with the basket on the assist from Moore.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
And here's Rondo. Caruso, the pass to Rondo. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Here's Hart. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.